everyone, good morning. And I don't know if anyone is here live with me yet. If you are, I'd love for you to say hello. If you're watching the replay, say hello. It's really nice to see who's watching. So I've made quite a few videos for you around different hormones. I wanted to kind of just share with you what you're looking for symptom-wise in your body if you've got an imbalance. So a lot of you may feel like you're hormonal. That might be, PMT. It might be hot flushes. It might be your moods up and down. I mean, there are lots and lots more symptoms than that if you are hormonal. So what I have been doing is sharing all the symptoms so you can start identifying exactly what's going on with your body, and then giving you some information to help you heal naturally. So I hope this video series is helpful for you. And the hormones I've visited so far are cortisol. So if you've got high cortisol, if you've got low cortisol, low progesterone, and high estrogen. So if you've missed any of those videos so far and you're in the Fight Fatigue, Stress and Overwhelm Facebook group, which is where we are now, you can go to the unit section in this group, go to unit 10, and there I've posted all of the posts for the symptoms and all the videos for the tips on how to heal naturally. They're all there, so you can find all of that. And then today I'm going to talk about low estrogen with you. So I made a post yesterday with some of the symptoms, and some of you have commented on that to say yes, it would be really helpful for me to come live and make a video for you. So some of those symptoms, there's lots of symptoms, so do go back and have a look at that post, but things like night sweats or hot flushes, needing to go to the toilet a lot can be one. Depression, anxiety, feeling like emotionally fragile is definitely one, and like dryness. So it could be like vaginal dryness or dryness of the eyes, or of the skin as well. So have a look back at those symptoms. If this is resonating with you, then tune in. I'm just going to see if anyone's alive that I need to say hello to. Not yet, but hello, hello. Who? Oh, there is someone watching. I didn't see your name there. Nice to see you. Okay, so when this will typically happen with estrogen running low is around the time of the menopause. So the menopause is normally between the ages of 45 and 55, and then you've got the perimenopause, which is when you're starting to feel the symptoms and you're kind of leading into the menopause, and that's usually from around the age of 40 onwards. Okay, but I have seen it with women where it happens a lot younger, and that is due to stress and toxicity. So when I'm talking about stress, there's different forms of stress. There's kind of like emotional stress. It's stress in your mind. There's stress in your body when things aren't going well. There's stress with diet, and toxicity as well. So I'm talking about here like the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food that we eat can have toxicity within it, metal fillings, medications. What else? Vaccinations. There's lots of ways that we're getting sort of toxicity into the body. So if stress is high, toxicity is high, then we can feel these symptoms a lot younger, and we can have low estrogen a lot younger as well. So I've also made a video on toxicity, and that is in the unit section as well, so you can have a look at that. And what I want to talk to you today is some things that you can do to help balance this. So the three main things that you need to do to balance hormones, and this is kind of very broad, and this is what I do inside my 12-week program, which is the Exhausted to Energize method, is number one, work on digestion. So we're looking at gut health. Are you feeling bloated? Are you having acid reflux? Are you constipated, or having diarrhea a lot of the time? So any digestive discomfort, what we need to do is work on the gut health. Now I do have a free gut health training to get you going, so that is here in the group, so you can comment on that and ask me to send you the gut health training, which I'm more than happy to do, which again can get you started. It's giving you lots of ideas and it's giving you the information that you need to get started. The next thing that we do is we need to balance blood sugar levels. So this is like reducing things like too much sugars in the diet, too much caffeine, too much alcohol, and actually making sure that we're getting lots of protein and lots of good fat through our diet to actually stabilise those blood sugar levels. And the last thing that we do is detox the liver. So we do this through the diet. You can detox through diet. So things that the liver loves sour flavours, for example, or adding lemon rind to your food. Those preserved lemons are really good, or lemon in your water. Also, supplements can help to detox the liver, and also there are cleansing techniques for the liver as well. So those are the main three things the overarching things that you need to do to balance all of the hormones in the body. Now, as I was saying, we visit all of that inside my 12-week program, and I'll be honest, most women do better with support. They do better when they can ask questions, when they can get accountability. So someone's checking in saying, have you done that? And then they see really, really good results in 12 weeks. But I'm giving you a lot of the information that you need here to get started as well. So that is the three big things that you need to do, but I want to give you some specific things that you can do for low estrogen. Okay, so the first thing is something that you can do, so something that you can add in. And you need to make sure that you're eating lots of foods which are rich in magnesium and calcium. So normally I don't recommend calcium supplements. I won't go into the whole reasons why here, but most people don't need to supplement with calcium. But we do need to make sure that we're getting enough from our diet. And that doesn't necessarily mean through dairy. I know that we've always been taught this, that we get our calcium through dairy, but there's lots of other ways to get calcium. So a really nice way to get the magnesium and the calcium is through sardines, and especially if you're eating it with the fine bones in there as well. I also really like green leafy vegetables. I always feel like that's the answer to everything. Everything nutrition is like green leafy vegetables, but there's lots of calcium and magnesium in green leafy vegetables. And also bone broth is wonderful. So if there's anyone who's plant-based out there, there are ways that you can make a bone broth with plants where you're putting lots of seaweeds in. So I've got some good recipes for that if you need it. But a bone broth daily or a veggie broth daily is also really, really good. So now something to avoid, and this is soy. So especially those of you that are avoiding dairy, don't just rely on soy. So like soy milk, soy yogurts, any soy that is unfermented is not going to be great to balance your hormones. But fermented soy is much better. So fermented soy would be things like soy sauce, or if you want to go gluten-free, tamari. Miso is wonderful, so you can get fermented miso. Do you know that thin soup that you get in some kind of Japanese restaurants? So you can make a stock out of it. You could drink it as a savoury kind of broth at home. That's really good. And tempeh as well. So it's a bit like tofu, but it's called tempeh, and that's actually fermented. So they're all really good sources of soy. And then the last thing is to reduce stress. And as I mentioned, stress can have these different forms. So I guess we were just talking, actually, me and my sister run a membership called the Holistic Health Circle. And someone in that membership this morning, I do a question and answer session on a Friday, was saying that she's a bit worried about catching corona now she's gone back to work. So what I was saying is that we really need to be mindful of, yes, there's that risk out there, but actually that lowers the immune system when we feel like we're under stress and we're worried about things. So we need to focus on concentrating in the moment. And I know that's easier said than done, and it's a constant practice, but mindfulness of how am I right now in this moment? Let's not worry about the future, let's not worry about the past, but right now, how am I, and concentrating on that. And things like yoga, meditation, breath work, all these things that Sarah and I teach really, really help with reducing the stress response. Taking stress out of the diet. So I already mentioned things like too much caffeine or sugar or alcohol are really, really stressful for the body. So if you're interested in these lovely natural ways to reduce stress and you want to know more about the Holistic Health Circle, Sarah and I'd love to give you the details, so you can comment below on this video and I'll send you the details of that. So I hope this has given you some information on how to balance your estrogen in the body. So we're looking here, if you've got low estrogen, ways to bring balance back to it. And we've said things to do are to eat calcium and magnesium rich foods. The things to avoid is unfermented soy, and the things to reduce is stress in the body and in the mind. Now, just before I go, I just wanted to give one last shout out that Sarah and I together are running an online retreat tomorrow, which we're really excited about. It's the summer solstice tomorrow, which is the longest day. And we always celebrate this day. We do, both in the winter and the summer. And it's a really good way to unplug, to de-stress, to celebrate, to have fun. So we're teaching things like yoga, meditation. I'm doing a nutrition talk on what you should be eating for the summer, how to balance the body through the summer. We're doing drinking cacao together, and Sarah's going to close with a love and abundance ceremony, because the summer season is all about the heart. So we actually want to do some things that are actually going to be very, very heart opening. So it's kind of like heart opening yoga and this love and abundance ceremony. The whole day is only £27. It's from 9 till 5, and if you can't join us live for all the sessions or any of it, it's actually all been recorded, so you don't have to do it on the day, or you could do part on the day and part another day, whatever works for you. But just wanted to give one last shout out for that. It's a wonderful way to unplug from responsibilities and chores for the day and have a lovely day to yourself, just nourishing yourself, ready for the summer season ahead. So I will post the link to get the tickets in this live as well if you would like to join us, and it'd be really nice to see some of you there. If you've got any more questions about low estrogen at all, then let me know and I will answer those for you. See you guys.